Hey everyone! Information moves incredibly fast these days, doesn't it? And if you've been paying attention to the digital landscape, you already know that the medium is just as important as the message itself. So let's jump right into mastering the absolute essentials of digital storytelling. In this explainer, we're drawing our insights directly from the Mastering Digital Storytelling, a Canva video editing guide. We're going to unpack exactly why video has become the native language of the internet, dig into the actual mechanics of video editing, and see how platforms are making this highly effective format totally accessible to anyone with a story to tell. Okay, let's dive into this. Why exactly is video completely dominating digital storytelling? Well, it represents a fundamental shift in how we as human beings actually prefer to consume information. I mean, consider this. Our brains process visual movement up to 60,000 times faster than text. 60,000! Because we're processing that visual movement and the audio simultaneously, video is quite literally the most efficient way to transfer an idea from one brain to another. The demand for video content is just overwhelming right now because it genuinely works. It captures attention, it holds it, and it drives understanding way faster than any other medium we've got. So, to guide our understanding today, we're going to follow 3 simple steps. First, the power of video. Second, video editing basics explained. And third, welcome to Canva Video. All right, section 1, the power of video, understanding the landscape. Now, what's really fascinating here is this fundamental evolution we've gone through. We're moving away from a static past, traditional text and images, straight into a highly dynamic, video-driven digital landscape. Think about that older text and image content for a second. It was great for its time, sure, but it required a lot of heavy lifting and serious focus from the audience. Today's environment demands movement. It demands sound and pacing. Using video to explain topics in detail allows you to totally dictate the flow of information. You're basically ensuring your audience experiences your message exactly the way you intended, without them having to do all the hard work to piece it together. So, at its core, digital storytelling is simply the practice of using video and visual narratives to communicate a message effectively in today's digital landscape. Now, obviously, storytelling has been around forever, literally since we were sitting around campfires sharing myths, but today a visual narrative looks vastly different now. It's a snappy 60-second vertical video combining dynamic B-roll, a compelling voiceover, and the absolutely perfect background track to cut through the endless noise of the internet. It takes this ancient human tradition and just scales it way up using modern tools. Moving on to section 2. Video editing basics explained, breaking down the core elements. So the crucial point I want to make here is that video editing honestly doesn't have to be this giant, intimidating, overly technical mountain to climb. It realistically breaks down into 3 very practical steps. Step 1 is gathering video clips. This basically means organizing your raw A-roll footage, the main cuts of your subject actually speaking, and then hunting for that perfect contextual B-roll to visually support what's being said. Step 2 is arranging the digital story. This is the structural work. You're cutting out the dead air, placing your selected clips onto a timeline, and establishing the pacing so the whole narrative flows seamlessly from start to finish. And finally, step 3 is finalizing the video edit. This is your polish phase. It's where you balance the audio mixing so the music doesn't drown out the voices, adding your visual transitions, and apply color correction before you render out the final file. But remember, editing basics are really just the tools for good storytelling. It is incredibly easy to get completely lost tweaking a timeline, or obsessing over audio levels, or just buried under technical jargon. But your goal isn't to be the most technical editor in the room. The goal is to be a master storyteller. Those cuts you make, the clips you actively choose to arrange on your timeline, that's simply the vocabulary you're using to speak to your audience. Keep the narrative as your absolute top priority, and I promise you, the technical side naturally falls into place. Which brings us nicely to section 3, welcome to Canva Video, the digital storytelling platform. And this brilliantly illustrates how the Canva Video platform steps in. It introduces a highly accessible interface that genuinely simplifies those exact video editing basics we literally just talked about. It's designed specifically for mastering digital storytelling, but without all the traditional friction. Instead of staring at a hyper-complex, intimidating dashboard, you get a super intuitive drag-and-drop timeline. Need to connect 2 clips smoothly? It offers pre-built transitions you literally just click to apply. Need background music? There's a massive built-in audio library ready to go, which totally removes the headache of dealing with external licensing. It basically takes the core mechanics, gathering, arranging, and finalizing, and makes them instantly usable for anyone. Ultimately, Canva makes mastering digital storytelling accessible to everyone. We are finally moving away from an era where the immense power of video was completely gatekept behind wildly expensive software and extremely steep, frustrating learning curves. By democratizing these tools, you are directly empowered. You can take your ideas, easily turn them into dynamic, high-quality video content that explains your topics in rich detail, and share them confidently, all without needing a fancy film degree. So what does this all mean for us? What digital story will you master today? You know exactly why video matters in such a fast-paced environment. You understand the core mechanical steps of editing, and you now have access to democratized tools that are ready to go right this second. The digital landscape is waiting, and the methodology is incredibly clear. Really, the only thing missing now is your narrative. So think about the message you want to share, get focused, and go start building your story.